All right, welcome back to the Felt on this probably our best dressed episode. Look at us. Pretty fancy.
You're the best dressed.
This is like
you're
the
best
first
dressed
collared shirt I've worn.
This is the best hair, but you're the best dressed.
Good hair day. Good hair day for
Yeah.
you. So we return to the Felt with a young guy.
Wait a minute. Can we talk about our Danville trip? Because on the last video we told him we were going to play, and could we do just a quick recap of that I won money?
How good you are. That's just what you want to talk about.
Okay.
How you won money. Right?
Yeah, my poker coaching came into play, and I did really
good. We did go to Danville for a couple, probably a 6-hour session we played up there.
Mm-hmm. And you lost.
Yeah, I lost $30. But Sierra came through with a big $250 win.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
At a
1-3 table. So good.
Was it 1-3 or 1-2? Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah,
it was a great win.
Table. But yeah, we'll recap some hands from that here soon. But I had this one in the hopper that I wanted to get out while we can.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
From a guy that... Yes, happy 4th of July. Can we get to that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, got it. So young kid calls himself Locked In Poker, but he is known. He kind of said, "Hey, I'm done with kind of the rat race, I think you would call it, and I'm just going to play poker for a living."
Okay.
So he started a vlog to do that, to cap or to kind of document his rise into poker. So this is one of those early on vlogs that he does. So young kid just coming into the world, and we're going to see if we can match these young kids, with our older and wiser mentalities that we have as 40-something-year-olds.
You're not even 40 yet. I am.
So let's see if we can beat these kids. I'm sick of them. Get them off my porch. Sick of it. Here we go. All right, here we are at the Hard Rock playing a big game today. Big 5-10-25, That's a 5-10 with a straddle.
Okay.
So big game. Some context to this hand that he talks about is he's been playing for a little bit, and this guy comes to the table that knows everybody, right? He's been shaking hands. He's hammered drunk. Everybody kind of knows this guy, and he quickly realizes that this is a huge whale, right? Mm-hmm. Just a rich dude that likes to come sit, plays a lot of hands, poker. One of the guys that goes like this, right?
Yeah.
If he's hitting, he's way up here, but typically he's going to be dropping down there, right? So that's some context to this hand, right? Because you're going to see here we have Ace Jack offsuit, which is obviously not in the top of our range there, but exploitative play, taking this guy's
as a big blind
characteristics in the hand. Yeah, we're at the big blind here, so we have to play this a little differently given the dynamics of the player we're up against, right?
You know how I feel about Ace Jack and King Jack.
Well, we're about to change your perception altogether. Let's see if we can win a hand here. All right, so Ace Jack offsuit in the big blind.
Yeah.
So small blind, who is our whale, opens up to $40.
Mm-hmm.
Comes around to you with Ace Jack offsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first off, what are your thoughts? I mean, keep in mind, this guy is a crazy player. He's open at every hand.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts here?
I mean, people who subscribe already know my feelings, so I would fold because I hate this hand. But
even fold against this guy who could be doing this?
I'm not in position.
You're not in position.
I'm not
you got
in
some
position.
factors against you for sure.
Okay, and this guy's like a crazy player. No, I don't want to get myself stuck
just because you know that you're going to be facing some big bets.
Yeah, and I'm just it's never like I'm not confident. Yeah, so but I'm going to 3-bet here. I'm going to raise.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
you're not just going to call. Well, I think you have to 3-bet this too. I think Ace Jack is either a 3-bet or fold here, right? Calling. and getting yourself in weird spots is going to be tough. But if you 3-bet it, you can see what's going on a little more, or you could just fold, you know. But I like the 3-bet option here, and so does a locked in poker. He likes it. He makes it 200 to go.
Okay.
So a little bigger sizing, but I think it's fine.
Okay.
Because our whale here with unlimited amount of cash does decide to call. And so we're heads up, which is exactly what you want to be, right?
Okay,
Heads up with our man here. All right. So it's going to move quickly here. All right, there you go. So we're out of position here because we were in the big blind, but we flop top pair, top kicker. Beautiful situation at this point, right? Because this guy, you know, our read on him is he's going to call you basically with any pair. So if he's got a 10, he's got pocket 5s, whatever. So what do you do here? Top pair, top kicker. And we got about $500 in the pot already.
I am going to lead out. I have to bet. So.
All right. So how much are we betting here? Do we bet small just to keep him around, or are we know this guy's gonna call anything, so we're gonna bet big? What do we do?
Yeah, we're gonna bet big.
Okay. What size do you think?
I make it half pot.
About 250? I'm okay with that. I might go a little bigger, maybe 300, because I just don't think this guy's going to fold too much stuff unless he's got just totally nothing.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to try to get as most money I can out of this guy. So maybe I make it 300, but 250 is fine. Yeah, I don't want to go too big, okay. So he kind of agrees with you here. Locked in poker does. He bets on the probably 40% pot here, $200.
Okay.
Still a decent size to get some value here out of basically anything. But look what happens here. The guy, exactly what you were scared of happens. Like this crazy player could have 10 deuce, you know, and now here he is raising you to 750. What are your thoughts?
I have no thoughts. I would have folded.
Well, we're in it now.
Does he have a set of 2s? Oh, he's gonna have a set of 2s. No, I make the call.
Yeah, I don't think you can call. I don't think you can do anything but call here, right?
I'm gonna
because
call.
you're right. You could be crushed, but he could be doing this with anything.
But let's lose the minimal amount, I guess.
He could be doing this with anything.
Because you always have to guess. You always have to have a plan when you're betting. Like, all right, what is he going to do if he does this? Right? So hopefully this guy had a plan and then make the call.
Well, yeah, you're definitely, his plan was he was hoping to probably get it in here. I don't know. Is there any merit to re-raising him?
No, because like you said, I could be crushed too, and
he could have a set of deuces,
or he could be on a draw, like a straight draw.
Yep, there you go.
He could have something like queen nine.
So it could be merit to get it in here.
Yeah,
if he's on a draw, and because if he runs out blank, obviously you're not getting anything. So it could be merit to 3-betting this to maybe 2,000 plus. Just to hope to get it in with that he has a draw or a pair of 10. I don't think he's calling that, but you know what I mean? So let's see what locked in poker decides to do. I think we both just call. Yeah, and he calls too. Okay. So now we're on to the turn. Ooh, big card. Ace of spades.
Beautiful.
So now we're no longer in the betting lead because the whale raised us last time. So are we checking it over to him, or do we take the lead back and lead out on this card? What do you think?
I have two. I was just thinking, because I never see this. So I was just thinking, I'm like, all right, I could either check, raise.
Oh, check, hoping he bets and then raise?
Raise. Okay. Because, I love the check raise.
You do love that.
I've been slowing my check raises down. Or I lead out again because I want to show strength. So
you want value. You got a massively good hand here.
So I'm going to go for value. Like I'm going to bet it out. I am going to show strength and that I've had strength.
So what range are we putting him on?
I'm putting him.
Let's take that into account here. What cards are we putting him on?
Worst case scenario, set of deuces.
Okay, so do we want to bet into a set of deuces?
Yeah. That's worst case scenario.
Okay, that's where.
That's saying that's worst case scenario.
Well, let's. So
Best case scenario,
if
he's on a draw.
Well, a lot of draw. I mean, a lot of king queen just got there.
I'm putting him like a queen 9, something that's not really like that favorable.
Okay.
What are you putting him on?
I put him on because of his image of being a whale. I think I put him on any pair right now.
Okay.
Because that flop favors his range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he puts me on probably big cards.
Okay.
Ace king, ace queen. And he wanted to see where he was at. That's why he raised us. But he could have had those draws of king, queen. But so I make the call. And now I let him go at it again here, I think, with a bet. Just to see what his sizing is, I think.
Okay.
So we got almost 2K in the pot. If he sizes down.
That means he wants you to. He's trapping you.
No. If he sizes down, that tells me his hand's weak.
I don't think so.
But because he's gonna put yourself in his position, right? He's gonna feel like he has to continue betting most of the time, because he raised me pre-flop. So he wants to continue that story of strength. Now we've got pretty good hand here, so I want him to continue, and I want to see his sizing. So if he bets maybe 500 to 700 on the turn here, I'm going to read that as, okay, he just had a pair of 10s. He had a pair of 7s or something, and he wanted to see where he's at. Now he feels like he's got a bet. He's slowing down. I've got the best hand. Now I can maybe raise or something like that, or maybe entice him to bet the river too. But that's what I do. I check, and I want to see his size. Now, if I check to him and he bets 2K, I'm a little worried because the obvious draw got there. Or he could have one of those sets you were talking about. I don't think I can fold. But I want to see what he bets. Okay. So I think I check. You lead out, which is probably an okay play too, because you do want to maximize the hand, right? If he does have just a jack or even 10 jack would be great right here, right? You want to get as most value as you can out of that. So let's see what locked in poker decides to do. He checks it over. Ooh, and the whale checks back. What does that tell you?
The ace scared him.
Ooh, okay. Could have.
Ace was a little scary card.
So what range are we putting him on now?
He's got a pair.
Yeah. Does he ever check back a set of deuces?
Yeah. He's got a jack something.
Okay.
Queen jack. Jack.
Pretty good read there, I would say. He's got a pair of some sort here.
He's got a pair.
And the 6 of hearts comes to the river.
Nothing
doesn't
do
pretty
anything.
much a blank. Yeah. Doesn't complete anything. We wouldn't have wanted to see a king or queen.
Rip it in.
So now we've got a decision to make.
You got an overbet.
We've got 9K starting stack. We got 2K in the pot. What do we do here?
We're gonna overbet the pot here.
Ooh, I like it.
Like a bluff.
A little bluffy, right? A little bluffy. Okay, I actually 100% agree, right? Because our whale shows the tendency to call these kind of overbets, right? And so maybe with a tighter player that only plays ABC, maybe we bet small to get him to call with, maybe an ace, ace 10 or something like that, and we can get value. But we think our whale is capable of calling big bets with marginal hands. So that's what we're going to try to do here. Let's see what locked in poker decides to do. He does
just a 1,500.
Well, 1,500 or 2K, probably 70% pot. That's a pretty big bet. But look, our whale snaps it off, right? So that tells me we probably could have got a lot more where he would have been like, okay, I go, right? So maybe 2,500, you could have got an extra 1,000 out of this guy to snap it off. So let's see if we were right about our hand. Babe, you nailed it right on the nose. King Jack, he's got. I love your thinking there. And by the end, we knew exactly what he had.
Yeah.
He's just got a jack here,
which
makes sense the way he played it. He raises on the flop. We probably could have re-raised that 750 and we would have won big right
yeah.
there. We could have got double up there.
Yeah.
But we might have missed a little opportunity to get most of the money in there. But with ace kind of killed our action there on the river, but or on the turn. But great hand analysis from you, realizing what he had there by the check on the turn.
I'm getting
and then
really good at this.
And then you were like, I'm going to bet big on the river, which is exactly what you should have done. So awesome job on your part.
But see, if I wanted to be tricky in the villain, I would have checked. If I had a set. If I had a set, I would have checked.
The river?
No, on the turn. Wouldn't.
Oh, if he had a set of deuces?
If I was the villain.
Yeah, it could have put us in a weird spot there if he would have went all in on the river.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
Now you have his 2 pair.
I think you got to call it off.
Yeah.
But if he had a set there, he would have got all our money.
That's a completely different
it's just a cooler.
vlog.
It's a cooler. It's a cooler. Nothing you can do about it. But great job. We made some money. We won a hand.
And I'm like, good night, everyone. Bye.
Plus 5,000 in that hand. So, yeah, it's time for us to walk out, right?
Bad poker etiquette.
But all right. So next time we'll talk about some of your great plays that netted you this million. Was it 2 million you won or 250? Oh, okay, gotcha.
250,000.
So we'll talk about maybe 1 or 2 of those hands next time. See how you made all that money. All right.
And 1-3, that's a lot of money.
It is a ton of money. All right. Till next time. We'll see you later.